kind of wrapped up the peak of my guiding season now, and it's been intense to say the least. I've been away from home for a good 3 months, and a lot of clients actually do ask me, like, do you wish you were fishing while you're guiding? And to be honest, at the time while I'm busy guiding, no, I'm in the zone. And but that when the end of that time comes, I always look forward to just having a little bit of quality time for myself, and I like that time to be special. It's just not the river down the road, it's not the everyday experience, it's not necessarily all about big fish or going as far backcountry as I can. Sometimes it's just about a connection with the environment and with the land. And there was a particular valley that I've kind of had my thoughts on for a number of years. I visited this valley when I was a kid. It's actually probably one of the very first places I took a photo as probably a 6-year-old, and photography was a huge part of my life. So I do still have that photo stuck on my office wall, and I wanted to return there and just experience the fishing there with the majestical background. And yeah, there's just something special about places like that, and I just had to return. So I arrived at my campsite, and funnily enough, I'd stayed in this same campsite when I was about 6 years old. So it was a real reflect back on my childhood, and it hadn't changed. The pine trees were bigger now, but you're still camping on rocks. I knew the moon was coming, but there it was in all its glory, the big fat full moon, and I was a little bit apprehensive of what that would do to the fishing. But this was my day, and full moon or no moon, I was going. So with minimal sleep, because I was so excited, I probably had 3 or 4 hours sleep. I was up super early, jumped in the car, and just looking forward to what lay ahead in the day. And the anticipation levels were pretty extreme after this 3-4 month build-up. So there was a point in the road where I came up over a brow, and then the whole scene was just laid out in front of me there, and it was just like, wow, there she was. Yeah, that blew my mind. So I had to pull over several times, pull out the camera, join the other hordes, and click away. Headed on out through the swampy land, and I'm just trudging through, and I came to my first couple of little veins of water, and they were just, I've never seen anything like this. It was just choked with these salmon, and I didn't know they were there. I'd never seen it before in my life, and I just thought, well, what's going to happen here with all the salmon? And I made my way to the main branch and just sort of sat back for a while and watched the salmon do their thing. And at the same time, a few things were going through my head, and I thought, salmon spawning, it'd be great if I had my North Island winter fly box. And lucky, I had a few egg patterns still in my main box. Oh, the first drift of that egg was all on, and I knew I'd crack the code first. And that's a hard thing to do, is crack the code in a fishery you haven't been to before that's throwing up unique challenges. And it made sense. You know, the salmon are in there, the trout are hanging in behind them, chomping on eggs.
Woohoo! Beautiful. What a place.
I think what constitutes the best style of adventure that I'm looking for is small intimate streams, crystal clear water, sun on my back, and if the fish are big, so be it, that's fantastic. But if they're just beautiful fish and beautiful surrounds create beautiful moments. Well, as I was making my way up this valley, we've got big browns in nearly every pool, every run, and there was just times where the fishing was secondary, and I'd just look up and just see the scenery and I was just awestruck. I had goosebumps, and it was just like, wow. Yeah, I've had a pretty lucky life where I've actually managed to travel throughout the world to stunning locations through my photography life, surfing life, and now the fishing life, which is, it's always coexisted. All these things have coexisted at the same time, but through all those years I've seen some of the most, talked about places in the world, but there's nothing quite as special to home. It's just magical here in New Zealand, Aotearoa, and yeah, I mean, I could save my money and I could head off Christmas Island or chasing golden dorado, peacock bass. It's kind of always been a target of mine, but there's so much more to do here in New Zealand that I don't do, and I've got little checklists, and those places are special, so I want to check them off. when I'm lost in my thoughts, and I get lost in those thoughts quite a lot, you know, the places that I really yearn to be at the end of the season, or whenever I've got my own spare time, are places that are stunningly beautiful scenic wise. Clear water, it'd be nice if there was no wind, but just really kind of small intimate streams. So throughout my fishing life, I do a lot of blind fishing in big rivers, and just to change that up a little, just the intimacy of a small tussock valley, and you just peek over through the tussock and there's a fish just in the most crystal clear water floating. I just love that moment. I take time, enjoy the moment. It's not all about catching 100 fish in a day. That's my usual me in another life and another place and time, but now it's time to unwind and just enjoy why I'm here. So as a former professional photographer, just to be in a scene like that, you know, everyone takes photos these days, but it's still a big thing in my life. And just, I had big browns in front of me, the most majestical scenery, and at the same time, I still want to capture it, and I still want to do a good job of capturing it. So I'm just camera up, rolled up, and I couldn't decide what to do. And then there's just times where you feel like you're robbing the scene, you know. Put your camera down, put your rod down, and just take it in. as the day went on, I got some amazing fish. I just got into a rhythm, and then we came to all these branches, and it was like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Multiple choice, lucky dip, and something drew me up this one little tiny, probably more that it felt colder, but it got tighter. And all of a sudden, big brown. And just over the next, say, 200 meters, I had 6, 7 beautiful fish, but one pull that really describes and really sums up that whole day was when I peered through the tussock, and there was this glowing fish. First cast, hooked him, pulled him down the back. At the same time, I see another one further up, and I'm like, you're never gonna get both. So in all the years that I've been fishing, I still get sweaty palms, and my heart is just like beating out of my chest. There's probably beads of sweat. And this fish is just hovering on the surface. And I was like, this is the one. And he took first cast, straight under the undercut bank. He's seesawing underneath. I got him out again. I was about to net him. He went back again, and this was a process over 10 minutes. When I pulled the net under that fish, I just, yes, most beautiful peanut butter fish. That just sealed the day. So after that fish, I was just like more than happy to wrap it up. There could have been another 100 fish, but that was just a special fish, and that's what it's all about. End on a high note, end with a bang, tick. So for me, what constitutes the best experience and best day on the river, and what I'm looking forward to in my own fishing adventures, it isn't about big fish or lots of fish. It's the scene, it's the time spent out there just immersed in nature. And I'd sit down on the side of the river and just watch fish. And it's really rare for me to do that because those that know me know I'm pretty full on, go, 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 fish, fish, fish. Sight fishing is great, that's marvelous. I'm not so fixated on a dry fly eat. If we had dry fly, so be it. If they're eating nymph, so be it, because fish have to eat what they want to eat and I'm not going to impose my way of thinking on them. So that's not a selling point, it's more so where I am. The quality of the fish, yes. If we were catching slabs, I'd probably jump back in the car and leave that valley. My mind's blown. I've had the most incredible fishing. The mountains, the river, the fish, those salmon. I've never seen anything like it. You know, quite often at the end of days like this, you know, you're walking back to the car and you're just taking that moment to reflect on what's just gone down. But you see the car in the distance and you know it's about to come to an end and you're just like, give me more, give me more. And you know you've been greedy because just to experience 1 minute of that is special. Yeah, I'll cherish that trip and that time in that valley for quite a long time, I think. There were times where I just took a moment, saw what was in front of me and just took it all in, because we're only here for so long and we're lucky in this job and in this lifestyle to experience places like that, and it was pretty damn special.